Woo, that'll get the heart going. Bombing down the highway here, heading to Saskatchewan for another work trip. And the old tire blew. It was a good tire, it was a used tire. But it was a nice looking tire, but she blew, boys. On my days off, I was actually thinking about getting about changing this fender. I found a guy who had a fender. I was actually going to change the tire this days off. Imagine if I would have did that and then would have blew again. But the crappy part is, before it just blew the fender, now that there was no fender to protect the door, look, I bashed the door all in the heck. Oh, this poor old girl. Well, I better get to work here before it gets dark. Whew. There we go, got her all torqued on. Dang it, well, it looks like I'll be buying tires next days off. There goes my profit margin for this job. I'll tell you a couple things. Freedom isn't free, and being cheap sure gets expensive. Alright guys, I wasn't going to make a video at all of this work trip because it's just more of the same crap, but surprise! Wow, oh man. Yep. That was a wild one to try and fit up. Then I'm going to take this tire off, and this is going to be my new spare. 2 new front tires. She's going to be tickety-boo. Right, there we go. There was the new spare I had, and I got another tire, a new tire on the other side to match. So there we go, 2 new front tires. Installed, balanced. I got the truck aligned. There's the alignment report. See, it was all good, just the toe was in too much. That was about it with the alignment. So she's aligned, she's balanced, she's good to go. So now I got a brand new cheap made in Taiwan front fender. I got a piece of body metal. I'm gonna piece this old girl back together. So I got the new fender on. And after, I got to figure out a way to get that old hurting fender flare attached back onto the new fender. I got to form a piece of body metal here. I got to form a panel. I tried to get just a door skin from that place I got the fender from, but I don't know, they didn't have one. So I'm probably going to form a new piece of metal here. I might cut some of this bent crap out and just form a whole new piece. Some reconstructive stuff to do inside here. I was going to go to the dig up like a MIG spot in my welding shop and put this in and use my MIG welder and do it all in the shop, but I said screw it, I'm going to prove a point here. I'm going to use my old made in the 80s Miller Thunderbolt welder, AC stick welder, and we're going to do it outside in the driveway just to show you guys that you can do nice stuff with just crappy equipment. So yeah, first step I guess is getting this old fender off. Door opens and closes, doesn't touch. See, so now here, so I got that straightened out. I got from there up, basically it looks good. So I was looking the way this is structured and stuff. I think it's going to be greatly in my best interest to try and haul this out close-ish to here before I try piecing in a panel, right? So I got just less crap to piece in, but we'll see. So I'm gonna try to pull this out to match that. It's quite a difference there. All right. Well, I just shoved a piece of wood in behind and closed the door, and it pushed out like nothing. But see, it's getting fairly close. But now it's coming out too far here, so I shoved it out that much, and I shoved the screwdriver in. Right. I just shoved the screwdriver in here and just kind of pried it over like that to adjust the in and outness of this gap. So this is pretty good. That's kind of close. I think I'm going to start trying to form my panel here. I just took the hammer and vice grips and this bottom edge right here. I just hammered that so it's more or less straight right along this edge. When I weld that patch to this, I got a straight edge to weld to. Yeah. There we go, he's coming right along. I used a 6010, 332 6010. 332 6010. 6010 is not even an AC rod. So using it with this was quite difficult, but yeah, it all matches up nice. Looks good. So the next step is I got to pull this fender back off, full weld in behind there, and just give that a nice radius with the flap disc. I want to full weld the bottom. The sides will probably stay where they are, maybe a few more tacks. And just flop it all down and transition it all out with Bondo and sand her down and prime it. Whew. She's going to be good. So the thing is with stick welding thin body metal is, or exhausts or whatever, don't think you can turn your machine down cold enough that you can just run a weld, because that's not realistic. You got to turn your machine up hot so you could easily strike an arc. The second you strike that arc, then break the arc, and then it just, as soon as the arc strikes, it's hot enough that your puddle just wets out and it penetrates. So it's just a quick. So you got to turn it up hot enough that as soon as that arc establishes, it's hot enough that it's making that tack, and then you pull away. You can't. It's, I guess it's kind of counterintuitive. You kind of turn your machine up a bit hotter for welding. All right, so here I pulled it out a bunch until I was starting to pull it out up here, so I didn't want to pull it out anymore. So we got this gap. So you see the bottom where I just took a hammer and a pair of vice grips along the bottom. I just cheated the bottom edge out so the bottom edge was straight. So we got this gap here. So I cut this piece of steel to fit in there. I'm just going to weld all that in. I'm not saying this is right or proper, that's what you should do, but just putting lipstick on the pig here, so that's going to be fine. So I'm going to have that full welded, the bottom full welded so it's sealed up, and yeah, whip. She's going to be lovely. There we go, it's all tacked in. Oh, it's all blurry here. Anyways, using 6010. This would have been a million times easier with a MIG, but I'm being stubborn here. We're doing it with 6010. Gonna weld all that up and flap her all out nice. I don't want any Bondo on this front edge, just because a thin coat of Bondo on here might have a tendency to chip. So this is just going to be welded and flapped, and that's going to be the finish right there. Alright, she's all sanded down, nice and beautiful. It's all just solid weld. Whoop, and across the bottom. Tacks are ground down. Wiped with final wipe and sanded it all. So we are prepped for Bondo. It's gonna turn out real nice. Alright, getting there, almost ready for primer. I think there's gonna be a little, I could have went a bit wider here. I put one coat of Bondo on, smooth it, and then put another coat on, and then the red stuff, that's spot putty. So I think it's probably going to be a little seam show there. You can kind of feel some little bumpies, but it's, so most went with sandpaper, and I just wrapped the sandpaper around a block of wood and just blocked it straight. But so yeah, those waves are going to show a bit, but it's for its purpose, it's going to look just fine. So there's, see, like, it's going to look good. Today it's raining. Between rain showers here, I got this kind of propped underneath the edge of the garage roof, trying to get a bit of a dry spot. So I got that getting painted. It's white now anyways, and then there's that. I just want to get I kind of scratched it a bit there. I just want to get a bit of a last touch-up coat of paint on it before it starts raining again today. So the paint coat is like one shade off. You can kind of see it's like one shade off. And it's not really shiny because I didn't clear coat it, but it's not bad. Like, you stand back like this far and it's like, looks fine. I'm still waiting for the clips. Tomorrow the clips are supposed to come in from Ford to clip the fender flare on. You can see it shows quite bad. I did kind of a bum Bondo job. I actually cut the panel down this low so I could have blended the Bondo from kind of the edge of this line down to make it nice and beautiful, but it was just rainy and crappy and I just, whatever, so it's fine. It'll be fine. Like, get some dirt on there, like look, from this distance, get that a little bit dirty, you won't even notice. It's not like a pro level job, it's kind of a quick job, but we'll be okay. Ooh, boy, beauty day. It's like a heat wave out here. Damn, boy. Look at that sky. Love the big skies in this country. Look at that. Okay. Woo, what? All right, see, I'm still missing my 550 emblem. They're $180 from Ford, so I obviously never bought that, but I have one coming from the States, so it'll probably be, whatever, a few weeks because the mail's slow these days. There she is, boy. You know, I could have took a bit more time with the Bondo, got looking better, but whatever. The paint match is pretty decent, like, you know. And under here, I got the proper clips from Ford to clip this on, and underneath here is all screwed up, so I just use pop rivets. I got those, the actual proper size backing rivets for the backing washers for rivets. So I put washers on the back and pop riveted these in, so that did a nice neat job. This is all banged up and squirrely, but I pop riveted that on, so that's nice and solid. Like, that's close enough, man. I was thinking I'd even just waxing the fender just to get some shine out of it, but there you go, man. She's an old work truck. Well, I gotta fix the door rubber right there, but that's plenty good enough for me. He's an old work truck, so that's bingity boo. You know? See? I just need this. Oh yeah. I'm literally out just in the country joyriding my truck because I just got her back together here. Having a great day. Yes. Get some dirt on that, boys. Right? And that kind of stands out because it's cleaner than the rest of the truck too, so keep that in mind. She's good. Have a good one, guys. God bless us all.